Howdy, howdy. I'm playing some Minecraft. I'm not entirely sure how this is gonna go. I kind of was just in the mood to play because I haven't played in a while. But there's a new update and everything, so everyone's been wanting to play again. New terrain update and all that. This is just a regular vanilla world, no mods, nothing special. But I kind of wanted to do something. I wanted to have something to record that I would normally just play passively on my own time. And this is kind of one of those games, um, where I can just go in my free time. I can press the record button and just kind of play it, and it'd be a little relaxing. I noticed that when I was playing Portal 2. So if you haven't checked out that series, it's pretty cool. But that's kind of how I felt when I was playing it. It was really nice, and I could just kind of go in and do some puzzles, and it was almost relaxing to just find time to go and do that. So I'm kind of hoping this will be a series that can do that same thing, and I can just come on here when I feel like it, and whoops, and just come on my world, and we can all watch the process together of building and creating and seeing cool new things. But as a well, we'll see. Like I said, we'll see how it goes, because it's really hard to it's a lot of work to make even one video for a game like this. Minecraft requires a lot of progress and progression and off-screen time, because there's some really boring parts of the game that people don't want to watch. I mean, I assume some people want to watch some of the boring things sometimes. I have a friend who wants to just watch me mine, and that's great. I'm sure he loves that, but I think a lot of people would probably not like that. So there's just a lot of stuff you have to do off screen, and so each video has to kind of require a lot of editing and work and playtime. But I think it'll be fine, because I won't upload a Minecraft thing weekly. Probably it might be a monthly series, which means I'll have other stuff I'll upload, but this might be a once in a month kind of series, and that'll give me plenty of time to progress through the game and enjoy it on my own playtime, and I won't have to worry about getting episodes out. I can edit it, just keeping all the interesting stuff and what I think you guys will find interesting. So I think that's the course of action. So as a a benchmark, I'm recording this. Let's see, pretty much the exact middle of February. So if that gives you an idea of, I don't know, I'm planning to hopefully upload this first episode by March, like the first beginning of March. So if this comes out in mid-March or late March, you know why? Because it's it's just a series I kind of want to goof around on and just play and upload at my own pace. It's not something I'm going to constantly try to put stuff out. My goal for the series is at least once a month, and I might not even continue the series. It might just be a couple episode thing, and then I might realize, hey, this isn't working. I'm not enjoying this. I'd like to just play it on my own time. But for now, I thought we'd give it a try, see how it goes, because I love playing this game. It's nice and relaxing, like I said, and I think we can have a lot of fun with it. I prefer to build mostly, so. Oh, by the way, I did just spawn in, and I haven't explored anything outside of the sand pit, which somehow has turtles in it. That's pretty cool. But I love to build, so if we do continue with this series and go on, we'll be fairly building focused. I want to do some farm stuff too. I want to build a lot of things and have a lot of resources. So you really need farms out of necessity to do that, I feel. So the series will have a build, like a building focus, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna spend time trying to make, mob farms and get resources for other big projects and that kind of thing, because I think that's important. But the main thing is I want my world to look cool. And I think the way I might play, I was thinking about this, it could be an interesting way to play the game, because I've played this game for a very long time and I've done many worlds, multiplayer worlds, single player worlds, everything. I've done a lot, so to keep it interesting, you gotta think of different ways to play it. And I think one way is we might do this. I might build my world in the progression of a chronological time frame. And what I mean by that is, obviously the Minecraft world does not work the same way as the real world. However, what if I built things in the way of, like, I start, villages and huts and things like that, like the Bronze Age, and then we move forward, and as we progress through the game, we would build our world as it kind of progressed throughout human history. So, I'd start with villages and huts and rural farms and that, and then we'd move on to maybe larger versions of that, and then, it'd slowly become more industrial and modern. And I think that could be an interesting way to play the game. And it kind of, because that's just kind of a natural progression of things. It's the more you play, the more advanced you get. So it almost does follow a natural progression. And if we lean into that, I think it could be an interesting way to play the game. We'll see. I might give up and just be like, this sucks. I want to have my redstone stuff already. But the idea is not to do that, to, make like wood and stone houses and kind of build farms like that, and pick things by hand, farm my crops, and then slowly build into a more modern style as we go along. So I think that's the plan, at least to keep it more interesting for myself right now. So I think we've got some supplies. I want to find, let's go inland a little more. We'll keep those turtles in mind in case we want to go back for them. For now, let's get something built before we go caving. Let's get a house built, and we're gonna do it like I just said we would. Well, I kind of want to explore a little, actually. We're nomads right now. I want to find some animals, and here we go. And we are going to immediately start... Oh, that's a cool little floating island. We're going to immediately start building and getting some farmland produced. Okay, we got a ravine here. We can go caving there. There's some copper. Some horses. I think we will build right on the outskirt of this forest. I know how... Super original. I think this is where we'll start. Okay, for the night, we are going to... make a little hole in the wall, because I found, I need to make, oh gosh, I can't see anything. Oh no, and I don't have cobblestone for a furnace to make torches, because we didn't find any sheep, so no sleeping through the first night, unfortunately. Well, since we can't go out at night, this will be a good time to get some stone. And I don't mean mining, but I literally mean just getting stone. Because I think we will turn this into a stone quarry. Oh, my furnace light went out. I have torches, that's right. Yes. I think we're going to turn this little hole in our wall into a stone quarry. This is going to be a stone quarry. We're going to make a house with a farm, and then I think branch that out into a village. And that should kind of give you an idea of what I'm thinking about doing with this world. Because I want to do something, like I said earlier, I want to do something different. Oh my gosh, mind a block, please. I want to do something different than what I normally do. And what I normally do is, whether I'm playing with friends or just by myself, is you get diamonds, you like make a nice starter home, and sometimes you're like, I want to make a real nice starter home before I even think about getting diamonds. Wow, that's so interesting and quirky. And then like you do that, you get your diamonds, and you're like, okay, I think I'm strong enough to go fight the Ender Dragon now. I might as well go do that. And you go fight the Ender Dragon, and then you're like, okay, now I need to go to the End Cities. And, oh, you know what? Actually, instead of doing that, I'm going to build some more. Because, like I said, I'm quirky. And then you go and build some more, and you're like, okay, I really want an Elytra because that's, like, super important. And it's a pain in the butt to not have one. And then you go, you get your Elytra, and you're like, okay, I can do basically anything now with the Elytra. Now that I have shulker boxes, that's really helpful. So I'm going to build a little bit. And then I build for a little bit, and I'm like, I'm bored. So that's usually the progression of how worlds go. So I'm hoping that if we do it in this specific style, and I'm not going to like limit myself too much, I'm going to prioritize building over game progression, but that doesn't mean I'm going to refuse to use a certain type of tool because it's, you know, a certain point in the game. I'm not, if I find diamonds, I'm not going to just be like, oh, we're not there yet, guys. We can't mine diamonds yet. We need to wait a little longer before we have an entire village built to use that. So I'm not going to do that, but go that far. But I am going to focus more on building first, and then we will move out from there. I hope that makes sense. Because like I said, my main thing is I want this to be a series where I can come in and just press record and then edit pieces together of the world I'm doing. How much cobble do we have? Almost 2 stacks. That's pretty good. I need to burn my wood pick. I would love to go kill some things, but I believe we are, yes, on hard. We are on hard. I should lock this in. Shouldn't I? Yeah. Are you sure you want to lock the difficulty of this world? You'll never be able to change it again. Now the thing is isn't there like weird stuff if I can't change it to normal? Some like, doesn't the game operate? You know what? No, I don't know what I'm talking about. We're just gonna lock it. It doesn't make any difference. It's not like it's gonna be too hard and I'm like, oh no, I need to lower the difficulty. If anything, it'd be like I have too many hard mode skeletons of armor spawning in my farm and it's annoying, and I don't want armor in my hoppers anymore because it's clogging up the storage and that kind of thing. So as it's nighttime for this quarry, I think the way we're gonna do it, I'm gonna dig it out kind of in a block formation just to get stone, but then I think we're gonna start building it. It's gonna kind of loop around. This can kind of be an area, you know, with barrels and machinery and stuff full of rocks, and this can be a good room for our cobblestone storage, and we'll just slowly make our way down over time here to get more and more stone and hopefully find a cave so we can do a little bit more caving. But now I think I'm going to start trying to break the blocks a little bit more organically. Ooh, yay, we found iron. That's nice. Let's get some of this. Found 1 piece? Okay, 2 pieces. Thank you. More? Yeah. Okay. I guess I need to go make a new pick. Here's the, so you can kind of see what we're going for. Obviously, I'm going to like round this out and make it look a lot better, but you can kind of see what I'm going for when I say quarry. I think it's going to be, we're kind of making a natural like tunnel entrance, but this way we get a lot of cobblestone. I'm going to have like barrels and stuff in a little alcove over here, and we can keep all of our, I think we'll keep all of our stone and cobblestone stored here for a while, at least as part of our first generation of, you know, villages and huts and things. And that way we have some form of mass storage for something like cobble. Is it daytime? It's almost daytime. Okay. Ah, yes, daytime. Thank goodness. Creepers? No creepers. I did notice we have cows over here, which is really sick. There's an Enderman over there. Please don't hurt me. Let me make sure I don't lose this. Let's build ourselves a little pillar. Yes, I still do this sometimes. It's not going to be here forever. Chill out. Okay, skeleton. I would like some bones. I think we're fine for now. I'm going to use these ingots. I have 1 more in the furnace. We're going to make a bucket, I think. I'm not too worried about, like I said, I'm not, oh yes, about progressing like that. I'd rather like if we get a bucket, we can have water. If we have water, we can start farming a lot easier. Or making like much better farms. I think this spot right here, we'll have our quarry here, and then I think over by this tree line, we'll move it back a little bit, cut down some trees, and we'll have like a little small encampment around this area, this part of the plains by these flowers being the central area. So I think you can kind of have that, picture in your head, and then maybe on this hill or over this hill we'll have our farms. I don't know. It's all. I'm actually having quite a bit of fun thinking all this up in my head. I've got lots of ideas. Here's our quarry so far. I'm shaping out the walls a little bit more. Like I said, it's nothing too perfect yet. I still need to smelt a bunch of stone, and we're gonna need to make a stone cutter to round things out a little more, make it look a little bit more natural. But I think it's looking all right for now. It's looking a-okay, and then now you can kind of have a little bit better of an idea of what I was talking about. We're gonna have, you know, barrels and stuff over here, and a crafting bench and a work area, kind of. Let's see. That looks alright. Maybe take this down, and we'll do that. Kind of round this out. We'll put some more holes in the roof here. This looks a lot better. See, and we did all of this with like a couple stone pickaxes our first night. And already we're adding a little bit more intrigue into our world than, you know, just the regular progression of the game. I'm having a lot more fun than normal already, I can tell. Okay, we've got our bucket. I'm gonna go get some water and clear out some of this grass so we can start, you know, making some fences. Oh my gosh. This is a really cool water. I love the, I don't know, love. It's kind of a love-hate of how the new terrain generation works. Because I got so used to the old terrain generation. It makes, like, caving is a lot harder now, and I don't know how exactly I feel about it. But it is so, like, it's new, so it's interesting. So I guess I just need to get over the loss of nostalgia and quit complaining, because I think things do look a lot better for the most part. Alright, let's clear this out. We'll get some seeds and we can start planting wheat, and then we can start breeding these cows, and then we can also start breeding these chickens. And we'll have a nice little chicken coop area, cow farm, and get leather, make some leather armor. That'll be nice to have. Oh, you know, I just remembered something I should do before I do any of this is probably go find a sheep. Or multiple sheep, so I can sleep through the night and I don't have to worry about nighttime. Oh my gosh, there's so much information on the screen. Alright, I'm just going to get my cords real quick just in case I need to come back to these and I get lost. Yes, but we need sheep because I would like to just sleep through the night and set my spawn, even though we're not that far away from where we initially spawned. There's some sheep. Okay. Awesome, they're right there. I would like to not kill these, but I don't. Okay, there's some over there. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I was like, I don't have iron for shears, so you're dead. And I've been on a berry diet up until now. I would love some mutton. Thank you. Alright. I made some barrels. Mostly because this is not done yet, but I need, like, space to put some cobble away because it's taking up a lot of my inventory. Let's get rid of y'all for a second. There we go. That's much nicer. Alright, I need to start cutting these trees back a little bit. I'm going to make our first starter house, like, right here. And I think we're just going to make it out of logs. I don't think we're going to use any stone. I'm going to try and make it with logs and maybe some dirt. That could be cool. Make it look very thatched, kind of. You could use hay, but I don't think hay looks like a very good thatch block. It's too bright. It doesn't quite look right. Let's cut down these birch logs too, just as a utility wood. I don't really like using birch Birchwood. It is a really nice wood block for more modern builds, but until then, I kind of just use it to make chests and sticks and things like that. You know, I actually really want some gravel so we can make coarse dirt, but I don't know. We could probably get some from the ocean, right? Oh, you know what? There's some gravel banks over there. I'm gonna go do that real quick. We're gonna get some gravel so we can make some coarse dirt, because I want to make some dirt paths along this little village camp we're gonna make. Okay, we got half a stack. That should be okay for now. I'm gonna grab the sugarcane too before we head back. Oh, you know what? I might actually just plant it on our side of the river so we can get this growing. Okay, there's some sheep there. Because like I said, I want to like progress through the game still. Just focus more on building. And this is just something we can do in the meantime. And then we'll make a more proper sugarcane farm later on. I feel like everyone always like makes a really early sugarcane farm. They just build it along a river bank, and then you know that's that. It works pretty well. And now we don't have to worry about it. It's just over there. It's out of our inventory. More room for blocks. Alright, sleepy time. Sleep out under the stars. There we go. We can finally eat some cooked meat. Alright, did I clear enough of this away yet? We have our gravel. I need some more dirt. I think what we'll do for that is we're gonna clear away a little bit more of this land. And I want this to flatten out a little bit more. So you know what? I think we might actually move this back a bit. I already kind of built this forward a bit, but I think what we're gonna do is push this back a little bit because I need some dirt, and then that way the other layer will be much larger. Okay, there we go. That's kind of what I meant by flatter. We're gonna have this area right here kind of be the central spot. Now we can kind of start making our paths. Let's make some coursed dirt. There we go. We got a stack of that. That's pretty good. And we're gonna path it out too. So let's make a path to where our house is gonna be real quick. Let's do it like, it's gonna be like right up here. So it's gonna go up a layer. Yeah. I think a big part of making everything very immersive and like just looking nice as we go around our world is going to be terraforming things, which includes like places that we don't even use, like getting rid of those little patches of flowers or maybe like little divots in the ground. You know, if something just doesn't look quite right, maybe going over and smoothing it over with some dirt or something. Just stuff like that I think is going to make a big difference in how our world looks. And that's something that takes time, but I think it'll make a really big difference, and it'll stand out a lot. Alright, I ran out of coarse dirt trying to make this central circle area, so I had to go back and get some more gravel. But this is kind of going to be where we're going to keep our campfires, where like I'm going to try and do like a thing where this is where people would go to celebrate and cook their hunt, their feast after they've chased down the mammoths and all that sort of thing. So it's kind of what I'm going for. We'll see how it works. I imagine, you know, it's like a more communal area. It's going to be more worn and trodden, so it's just going to be a lot of dirt. I'm going to add in some variations to that. There we go. I think that'll look cool. We've kind of got our path going over here a little bit. I need to sleep before the monsters kill me. Okay, I think I had a pretty interesting idea. So I was thinking how to do farms for our animals and stuff, right? Because normally you just kind of keep them in a pen or somewhere, and you breed them, you feed them, and you just get your stuff because you need your supplies. But you know, people didn't have pens back then, so I'm thinking. But here's my idea. You might be saying, Nathan, that looks like about as pen can get. But I think what I'm going to do is get some, I think, cows first. I'm going to do cows. I'm going to get them all in here. I'm going to breed a decent amount, and then I'm going to break the fence. And they're just going to kind of freely roam on this side of the river. So I'm going to terraform this part of the mountain to be a little steeper just so they don't wander over that way as much. But I'm going to try and kind of just let them over here just have like a lot of cows, a lot of cattle. So it kind of just looks like they're naturally grazing. I might like raise up this part of the dirt and have it kind of go into the river here to kind of keep them confined on the shoreline here. But I think that could be a really cool change in scenery, is have open grazing cattle instead of just having them all pinned in like that. Alright, we're running out of time a little bit here. I was editing the video and I didn't realize how long it went, which is probably a good thing because a lot of it was just my talking and introducing, which is kind of what this video is meant as, more of an introduction. And I think it probably will be up before March, but it's I think in the future, just because we started out, there's so much to do, so I was able to record more of it. In the future, the more we do, the more I'll have to do off camera to make any progress. So it probably will be longer between episodes in the future, but I think for now they might actually come out at a fairly regular interval, because I mean, I still haven't gone mining yet. I haven't even built my house yet. I've just kind of been working on this and mapping out the area around us to kind of get a feel for what we're going to do going forward. So I think right now this is what I got for our encampment area. There's going to be the central place right here for fire. There's going to be our quarry area, which I guess I realize is not actually a quarry. It is kind of just a mine, because quarries are like giant open areas. Doesn't matter. The one branch over there, I think I'm going to build our starter house. Real small, simple, like just bare bones wooden house, I think. I'm trying to go along the lines of hut, and I think I was like, I want to do like canvas. So I think I'm going to need brown wool to kind of make things look like rawhide leather tents. That's kind of what I'm going for. So I'm going to have one main hut over there, another one here, and then another one here, or that might be a farm space. And then I'll have all the animals grazing on that side of the mountain, and I might do the farms over there as well. We'll see. And then so I'll have 3 main houses, wooden houses, and then we might have some secondary tents and stuff around here, and I think that'll look pretty cool. And that'll be a cool little starting area, and then we can move out from there. So I think we'll wrap it up for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm really looking forward to this as a series. Even if it doesn't do well, I think I'm just going to enjoy playing it on my own time, because it's such a great game, and I always love coming back to it. And as I was playing today, I've got so many ideas. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, for me at least. If not for you, then oh well, too bad. Sorry about that. So, but I hope you stick around. Thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.